somo. Unan ase som. Sawa na waji wanjo. Sawa na waji wanjo. Rama esimisa. Wo Rama esimisa. Wa mi boya simu. Wa mi boya simu. Famisie wujidumu. Famisie wujidumu. Maminya wonchen trabia. Maminya wonchen trabia. Uye wiane akochem. Uye wiane a. Mame kumanto kwan. Mame kumanto. Domni yonyafi oho. Domni nyafi oho. Oh ra yegumiso. Oh ra yegumiso. Amen.
And man, I do a campese Ubompire na ye share Juma Dias.
I'm telling me a mompire. Yenaja also, as Sidani Aye and Munam can with Dean. Ye buy it with any money and what toy, if it's always in chain. As Sedan can with Dean, what can you win the Munina? Every end so eradi, a share a program I say. Ye hear say, O my home come back home. Na fe ni ebe kan biara ashe odien munyam Yesu di mu amen.
We there ebusafo na otwi nyina ye nyina agitu mu se ne ye wo family life week Christian home. And right to yen and say a per se, you who a mamre ahodra ye war Ghana, especially Yenia ye war Woodbridge Asafumu. Different tribes I war Ghana. Nay, senia a mamre council, ye fana ye oba huadie. Ain't he say young adult or young Ghana obia o sisu so person worry no. So what's our tradition no more? A choir obefa so aye ama ye hu ama ono hu eno ma eso ye ansa no waware wa asafo imu. Ewom say ye wa America senia ye nim no America ni court sesi ane ochina okoso waware a omudo maje atum ba asafo no nhyehyɛ mu no senia ye no ese ye dana di ma obia hu asafu yeti wo Woodbridge 13 years ni minim no eneka ho a sa program we ayana miensa ye wo Woodbridge Ghanaian 7-day Adventist Church guidelines for a new marriage. Ye wo we no ha ebrebi atwam ye program ye chebi ma obia ena wie adanso de ato big family. So I had no only big family, but you know where you want to do work at home. A WhatsApp platform. Say, oh, click also a baby amount. You can read all. Say, would need be now printed copies. Who me I make to my quack aha bro. Na a normal baby more than saying no. And then saying a idea a taxi or yasafu mo. For instance, say obi ko waria. At times, you know, you better now you know, no other crime say koware, but yen is a ye was a from my what you chrono. Ye did say, essay, ye nyabo tire, ye koware, ye faso near the koware. So we in a different way, and I say, either make me as a word I mean, fine show. I hear no boo, be an and I say, oh, dear, I nearly say, Obi, dear, any say. Now, I confess, I say, Obi, and P. as a man, I say, but a choir for no fast so am I a warreno. Where ye they help individual. For instance, obi beba asori ha na SDA ni ofri sakra ono no abahanum wo de wonnim no ose obeware ebia no yire bia waja no sakra ono na oba America na onya oba bia nka no ho no ohun wo se mebeware ene mahu de ameware o se eba ne sa family life ekwan e fa so ede ekorhwe enipa no echira kwan ame yehu se oni eyire bia wo na Sarfo na oja ho Ghana no eba ne sa eboa wo oba na se bema no se ne be ya akwanhwefo som no yenkoye se obi aware mienu na asafo no asupport se onware mienu but more or less no ya na binum fi se obeware na se ekoye se yemfa nkoma home and family na se ye na CID for ye CID so ma ho kwa se umfa mayena we can't do anything but senior your guidelines in it no se wa ma kwan se umpese asafo no kura beti se waware a asafo nsu fa wo megina hanom emenanso se wo waware we see say we obi anware and say ama asafo ma anti sansem we nyina eduru se okoware no ma 2 weeks now I say with 2 weeks there we can't do investigation and come and announce it here obi jira nchen na ehano ye but I say you who say nhye no sanete and then kayenya panels a pese ye ma mo ebe chrekre aware mu ewo different tribes in Ghana na ni nyina mu no ye benya adesua ba akopɛ a ewo asafo no mu dedi kan no Uncle Joe who actually on my pacho over fa kunya baako pacho uma anti baako okay the audio anti-comfort niama and also by church mu different tribe Uncle Joseph tete be chere and cry for senior and cry for eware a omoye la anti niama so achre asante for senior ye na me pacho so bi wo chere omfre yenua Solomon Yenia solo so be chere north said ya north for eye yenia ba ya oba so Diana also be chere senia ewe efo so eye enti say omo chere na wonti bibia say a obisa near the ama board na congregation obia so onim bibi kakra fa ho no wa chere yehu ni nyina ye nyina beti ase say Ghana amamre no bibia ye baako a free both family no bia gitumu a ene ye hu ne say awore sa na asafo no so gitumu say so ukosensan na obi akura high court judge kura ye kura na ye gidie ni say ti say wo maame ne wo papa both family no etra say ema ye gitumu say omo gitumu say omo ti ase abusua no ama ho kwan mo ware eno na asafo no so agitum enti sene ye kana na me expect say young adults ni youth no bebre be wa ba hu ba bia ba ko hye enti ansa na ye be start no the bema Uncle Joe na Uncle Joe akire mu kakra sene but just so mic no akire mu sene and cry for eye no na everyone man ya hwede this way ya famu aba
okay and na yen shase them say gan adangbe for no okay say na nkran for ya ware ana ya ni adangbe for ni nyina no
cho
Okay, Ghana dangbe for no. Seni ye worry ni. You can't dangbe for na. You can't cram for no. Dangbe for ni. You just say pram for. Osudoku for ni, and then it's almost the same thing. You know, actually, I catch me no me friend paying for ofie. Na me some friend. Obi ana ochire gan e wo school. Nti mo a odi boy ni. O say ni edi kan say be ma no. Uhu oba no a ukọ oba no abusuan fie e kire won se me pese me ware oba no nti se wogitu mo a na wo basen aba wachi na wa san akobiem na we ukoyi de wo ne ze nkrofo ze wo fane wo antibi mo besan akobiem nti se mokọ oba no efie a mo de ensa ekọ na machira wan se bo aye ho oba bi wo fia nti ye pese ye ware no nti no eho no nti sensa na wo de kọ no a ukọbọ sa amane no yen de no na ye frɛ no nti se agoshimo ana se kokoko no nti se wo gitumo a na fide wo bebisa o nti wo kyerɛ wan se bo a sei ya na fe wan kyerɛ o enyiama ebusuan wo beje ansa na wabɛware ọba no nti se enyama no na ye frɛ no van se bride price no ana se a twins and whatever no nti no ɛhɔ no enyama ye gye no ebi ni enkranfo no de ne hia ye pa no ye kawa no ka no because ọba ye bɛware na ye hyeka nti mo osu no bon se ye ka wo ya woga ye kɔ hyeka nti ka de wo bɛgye na ọba no sika ene enyama ye de ma ne papa sika ne nyama ye de ma ne maame ene nia ye de ma ne brother enso nti nyama ni bi ni say it depend ebusuan bi at least between 6 to 12 pieces of cloves ayentama ene ahenie ana ahenie whatever bees ena sekan ena odi emetra sikite bi ena kente clove nti enyama na me boss no bi kan say yakodo no kre yankodo by enyama no ni nyina ewo asechire fane say oba na akola ne yewo no wadi ni mama nsem a wadwonso agu ni mame so a watete ni ntama nti say we huna no we fa na be fa kwa at least ese otum ye bibi kakra ye den e ma ne mame no so ya baiwa no so na bua ni nua be ma no ye ward we area mu ho wabɔ no ho ban a obi antimi anye den amefa na wonya na wabefa omi se nyame boy ho ban but physically no so the second bi na ehunhun boys na ewe area ho no so nti na me kire se enyama na ye gi no nti ya nti anu nti na ye gi se nyama no nti aware na nkasa no aware na nkasa bre na aware no edusu no ye aba ne yesiesie no kama na owodan mu na de ahene ne ade asiesie no kama na owodan mu nti afede be ma no nso eba no nso one na busuafo won so wan den wan siesie wo ho kama nti afi wo de nyama na wo beje list na wo beje ye no wo de sa nyama ne nyina be den ebeba nti so wo de ba na wo hwe na enyama no aso a nti ho na oba na yesiesie ne kama no yebekọ fa no afide ma ye den aba nti se oba na obetransfer na fa bian se Kofi asamesi uni no se an isi ano o se obeware wo na busuafo nyama wode abani nti moje oje tomo openi se obeware o se fin nti ni papa no ai nti ye bebisa o papa no obebisa be ye miensa ho ne ho hia no pa obebisa o akosu asamesi ope o se ai akosu asamesi ope o se ai ndafe oje tuma o se ai na nyama no yaje nti afa ho no oba no obedwene you know de be ko tra baby a bema no etino ntino tetene de angaba ye obeyi empire but you see no ye nyina bibia ye Kristo sem ntino obeye den obebo empire den ama nti wo na no na be one announce we pronounce den aware no ndina fe de aware na ye den abaso na aware no so ebaso no na oba no achifo ene bema no achifo ene ye se ana pronunciation no enye oba one side so oba nko oba na achifo na bema no both elders no ena ebeye sa de no David na aware no na nyansa na aware na ye den edimu nti aware dimu wia na fedie wo bebisa won a wogina aware no achi aware no won a wogina achi we bi wo ha enya den ya aware it might happen say problem be
ba we Uncle Joe hold on so oba e kire almost streaming in case e wote ana wo kasa so obi a wa aboti be hu say utie program ba wo kasa esro yema ahanye din kakra na streaming no so enya fe initial na me feel say you bet ke nyina be ba one side but obi atena ba bia that's fine but kasa no enti so kakra so oba se see anso a Uncle Joe kire senia Ghanaian adangbe faso eware enti se afi na wa bewura mu a de o kan nyina no o kire ganfo aware ehihye Joe to aso
nti afi those behind for no ye won kire say we na gina oba na chi we na gina bema no achi nti afi we ho na fi obi say mo wo afutuo bi anabi bi a na ye de afutuo no ayeden ama wo nti afi na ye bi na fi celebration no ye begin celebration nti na ti say ye bo enwom ne ade anga tetene de na nka ti say ye bo nwom no ye wo asabi ti say depo dance otufu palogo na ye sa no by na de nyama mo se santi ba still na nja fi wi na ya che aduane ne ade na ade ba ko ehia ne say oba no a ya be ware no oba ne ya be ware no ene de ho hia ye mpa un say nyama wo de ba no fa ne say me de asori ye example un say asori ye big family ene wo me fa ne say small groups no nto oba no nyama na ye de aba no be make sure small groups no obia be den e benya bi say Simon family benya one there Joseph family benya one there nti say ye ebo anchen ebo manches ebo prayer ebo rubber balls na wo abetuma to bia obia benya bi no nti eno no na ko kan kire busuafo ne say asamesi aye den aware nti ho no nso no edim wo ho nti be ma no ba na ye bo na so hu say nyama nyina ye ko ba bi bebre eno nti na bibi sa no ewo ho no ina biom nso no the celebration no okay na ye cheduanu wi anto ba no kwa na ukọ teacher say nyama no amabusuafo no ana times no nso ska wo ho a wan wo ba no nso no utum teacher nyama no amebi eden so won so nti basically na in short no say na nkranfo no ye ware say no ba no so ye ba oba no na be ma ye aduane oba ne ye be ware no na ma aduane wo na wo ye aduane abusuana me say me ma no me na me be ware a oba ne ye ba wo fie no wo na wo serve aduane ebo anu kunu na obe ware no mo kasa gukwam na be ma sorry ukunu obe ware mo kasa gukwam na mo be ye aduane be bra fine but oba no wo na wo ye aduane en ma awo na ye ba no in short no you can say in Cranford say na ye worry
yo yeah Uncle Joe I see where there so I know from me who be na me de be show no ma no from ye Mr. Onfanche me manga say auntie betre akan for when we say akana eye bono ahafo ashanti fanti wasa enzema akuapem ye nyina ya kan enti anti so betre akanfo Senia, you worry. Auntie Niama Bacho Manango.
Yo, Madam was say, Namin said, near Nika craving ye baby, so there. Brother Joe, I quote detailed pa. Na I can't mono, dear Binino. Ansana. There's a man a call warrior, or bind to me because my pain, I can't mono, or bearman a call our warrior. It is obey me who or bar, none a need in a one. Odi ka akọbọ na awofo amanie dito wo ese aware ama ye hwehwe nkyire ene sei ye ko abusua no mu e bia na ohaw bi obusua no mu a wokọ a emwa wo ti wawofo no be ye sa investigation ni nyina to ho na wo mu awie no na yakobo yakoba na ho na yakoka papa ne maame na engage nti wo na betu anamon akọ abofra na wo hu na wo se ne ho ya wo fe no na wo ne na wofo akọkasa ebia na ma wo hwe yin na bibia ni akire se be yare boni bia ni fie ho
e ba cho eno na friend kokoko na na
enuru ho ba bia enti wo yes investigation na se wo kọ na bia obi amfa na no meto oba no so woda ho kwa na wo nso wofo no na edi sa project na ma wo be ma no de kwa da wote ba bi se me hunu flower bi wo fia mpese me kwoti na je se ma me fo ne papa fo ne di animu akoka ama enti omo keka na bibia sipo na oba ne gitum se wono so be ware a afa na nani a bra keka yeti se asantefo de ne saa pepepe
akanfo
de no ye ne nkrafo de no almost the same me hu difference bi ewo mu
e wo mu ne se ye pese ye hu ye obi aka ne de ne hu se ni nyina ya de kro
yo enti omo yesa ne oma yiwie na oba ne gitum se obeware a na mpapafo ne mamefo na bisa amam se de ebi kwa na wa ye ohene ofiri ahemfie e wone ma a ombegye so ohene ho no se be se mfa nsapan ko ohene nim nti bia ebehia nsa ba kristo mu dia bitimi ye ne sika eno nti no ombe yesa ne ma ni nyina
question ya Christopher ene yetimi ye ne sika ese ensa nti wo ma ensa sika e kire sei so ogot what on sana sie
obi mo je
oh na
why no mo bisa
me pese ya na me kashe ho na o kire mu ha nsa ne yakọ
ebi tumi just satum say be ne sika ebi nso be ne den wonye sika no so dem sana na mepɛ o de bɛkɔ o de kɔ wi a wa wi wo nkɔnom bi nye ho hwe enti omo ye ne saa na fei ya hyehyɛ ebre sɛ da sei ye bɛ sɛ ye bɛ ye ne ho ade na abusuafo no mienu nyinaa kɔ agreement na omo ahyɛ da ato hɔ na da no so a na omo kɔ sɛ de enema ya chechem se momfa ni nyina amra no mode akọ
me bacho na ese nye mmofra no amo be ware na ehye da no parents no mom na ehye da no
tete ho no de sa na ya akanfo mu no ye no present one tete no no present se na be obi komu sisi a onim se na me papa hu yo me pa mo chaw enti ye hye da no to ho wie na fe o mu nyina ba na ya betena ase na busuafo ha fa se de ha fa no mo nyina betena ase na ya busa mo kwan so na mo abọ mama ne mo wie a ye be so ahunu mfra wa fefe bi wo fia opese obete enti ene e ba ye na ene me keka ho nyina ya kyerɛkyerɛ mu papa fo wo mo de ombegye maame fo wo ho enkontaje fo se akontaje sekan se de wo bebo ni nua no ho ban ni nyina akontaje fo de wo ho na afei abusuafo nso de wo ho because I separate maame for there enko papa for there enko abusuafo na fe nkontaje fo ni nyina nso wo ho nti wo mo ye ni nyina wie a na afei abusua na wo mo gi wie a na oba na abusua sori abeda ase niema mo de ba ye no na ti so mo abeda ho ase eno saa no na ya frɛ ya busa wo niema mo de ba ye asomasi yanje wo pene so sa ne ba akɔkɔtena ane ye bisa wo mprensa obo because mo anye kura mewu na che se ni de ye no ntina se busua na je na aware no abaso enti se de ye be ye no ayi ni de ni nyina ye encomious I can afford the kakra minimum.
Anti-comfort here that was say. I drew away. Tienya Diana and Subetre away the emu. Yeah, omo kako na ne similarities no. And no similarities no na betre senia. Ye drew America no senia Ghana for ye no. At this time ye wa hanoma no. Ye no no Ghana, ye no Ghana star, ye no Ewe star, ye no Akan star, but ye no Ghana star, ye take Roman, ye the Ghana way of marriage. Until omo kaning na ye fa similarities no. And no na ye wa hanoma ye yusu. Until Diana also call.
Okay. So I think say me differ kakra because me person me come there no both tete way the way we are presently see and so baby so warrior what the expectation is going to be. So when it comes to a woman say I before nyina have been grouped under one umbrella but ye nyina ye different. To me call mom we are familiar with towns Ghana Volta region towns no. Ube to me a keta engagement be our keta traditional marriage. The way it's done will be totally different from uko baby to say pando. How it's done is totally different. Uko baby to say ho, how it's done will be totally different. Because bibia is centered on the ebusuya. Family bia ne set up on how omojia warrior. So you will not see the same thing in every area biabeko. Into uko baby na you have one experience. It doesn't mean say I before nyina sa no mo worry. No. That particular family no sa no mo worry wo ho. Efie bia de different. So let me start with, like I said, baby are different. Me mama efi krobi a friend ichito is like 15 minutes to ho. Into no sa areas mu nyina no omo frɛ bedume. Into no ye kasakra e different from obi or ofiketa. Ye dale so say different from obi ofipando. Into no sanso so na amamre ne keka hu nyina so no everything is different. So like I said, everything is centered on ebusuano and not a chrono. So uba typical example. So just put it out there. Like I said, my mama efi chito awudome, my papa efi kufrodia. So with me come more of what I have witnessed with me mama ebusuano. Our area akoso ewofi. Like I said, uko baby fufura, you're going to see something totally different. So yenye honomono say our area eba be koswa. What happens ne say obano ebe kachere ne papa. And over here, when it comes to ebusiano and so it's also centered on papa no. Obana papa. And so obana be kacha ne papa say, me hu be ma bia me pesa me worry no. Say. And so only papa can we are. Not then the next thing would be say be ma ne den. Emre fie nti obano de be ma ne bebe fie. No obe introduce na chere ne papa na say ni nuanom and everything. And when they all agree on that, no marker say then Beman would say, okay, me pese me babeje list. Or can't share ebusian for after that introduction new year. Not then no, Beman and ne offer, and I send a papa and I send penny phobia or dibedio mechino. No ma share date. Na Beman I then, na Beman ba or banner papa and chain. But like I said, it all depends on ebusiano and na papano. So papa no betumi a bra obane ka kire ne papa say me hu be ma bia me pese me no worry say ni say no. If you get a considerate father, obeka say okay yebusua no because of how intense are your listening here and everything no. Be ma no ne finances to say. So shit na you too much one obane betumi aka na maybe niama ni bi wo ho a no ma tete so. That is on condition. So, unya considerate father, no yamani bi woha no matete so based on obema finances. One your papa bia or your considerator or say I don't care. No matter send your less than it here na say be man to be bia I was so. So time no soon. Na be man in crowd for my then on my ba. Na piece of paper. Listen, be beer or so. Na ya present here munti no sa no ba. Maybe either or day and sa and I said like I said, see I can wo Christopher mu. Into maybe either and sa and I say sika. No they be who busia for no the less tonight then amano. I ho ye in share date. Listen na wa be jin so no. And Tressa wa no. Say, at your own time, you think say you can afford everything that is there. Why you ready no? That is when you send a communication says, "See, no, you ready." Until you perceive a share date now worry no basso. Then na fe date share no the engagement time in be then abaso. So say no beje less no be no. So if it took you 5 years, no, obana de obi for oba. Na ni pa ne ba no ne de oba na nkasa o, e na de ne ba, nya se be ma no papa no na de ne ba.
That means o de list no. Na o nya ready nko ya oba na timi de obi fufuro sa ba.
Of course, because enono doesn't show so wa ware no. It is not marriage. In TCC ano o be jealous for the past 8 years. Oh my, own country, no Obano. Yes, now Obano ekofa. So actually, I'm telling you what actually happens now. Yes. And you know, say if it take you 8 years, listen, 1 year, won't be who will be seen for so country. Now if I fed Obana, Baba catch and papa said that. Bema no me sure say why ready. Onye serious ne ne keka home who will be for. She can still bring that person. Send you ready and everything. That parents need okay with it. Our enemy to me akoso. And say no dear, to me blame family because they gave you have the time. Like I said, I don't know listen, the mawa, you fat time on so. But if you were just Lester, you should be ready before coming for that. And say not 10 years, not so it was your phone who winning. So time no sooner until like I said, time no soon na mushe date ni bibia. Then because say I before you did no. It has to be done our Obano Papa fee. So say Sisiano, say maybe Obano Papa a year obia or hold it up to traditional. Obeka say, young go back to me hometown. Your family house. Ni uncle ya warrior no ho. Obin so aha, Papa bet me aka say, Meti Accra, and I say Meti Kuma say, I have my own house. It's okay. Mombeja warrior no I will me feel ho. Those are things you might also see. Into time no do na aware before a mashe date no then I say be ma no sa ko oba ne papa nchen no mo ko si papa e ma no nti no oba na ebusuan mu no on be pa obi e de na si ho as a father for be ma no send ye be ya adachi no if oba ma no has any issue with oba na she would go to sa papa na ya establish a man no and complain to him. So the papano would be a mediator. Emma Obane Busuya, they will collaborate, say, near me bana be catcher me near say, then they will come together and then resolve any issue that they have. And you know, it only happens on time mobile no. And our representative father no would also sit there, even though your biological father, parents are also going to be there. But kromo because say won't fi kromo or banning a few kromo you don't have anybody there. No? That is why they established that father figure for you. Send your back a BBA or no be you will complain that father figure now. Yes, ya establish a man now on it or bande busian for no I come together. No more resolve the issue be a woman. Then the rest, as we all know, engagement you did and all that.
Yeah, that's it. Who similarities number? Yo, brother Solo also forward the mind.
All right, I think it's pretty much like follows the same trend. I'm going to speak in the context of the northern region, and northern part of Ghana, I think is, should I say, is the largest? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 3 northern regions are the largest in the country. If you Kanina Boma is the largest, and it's occupied with so many ethnic groups, so many diverse cultures, to say Dana Kano. from this tribe to this tribe, even within the tribe, we have different family rules, clans, and those kind of stuff. So it makes marriage, some look similar, but some are a little bit different from each other. Marriage has really taken tremendous changes, especially in the northern region. In the context of the olden time, now, when you see a lady that you are interested in, you can't really approach the lady just like that. You have to.
Can you repeat?
You can't just.
You can't.
You cannot. You can. So it was a way of checking promiscuity to make sure that there's just like virgin and that kind of just. So you kind of like to say, and then I will delay the nana more come out. No. You can't do that. You have no right. So you informed your parents. I have seen somebody here, and this is where the person is coming from. And then the parent will do their own investigation. This girl that you talked about, if we bring this girl to our family, how will things be? One, investigation is she a thief? How is the family? Are they thieves? How's the family? What kind of life practices do they have in that family? It's a whole lot of consideration that the family will do. And if it is something that is of honor, they know the family, they are in good shape, then your parents will agree to your request and tell, okay, we're going to move ahead with your request. So the request, they move by notifying the girl's family that we have sent someone in your house. Then they will say, okay, we showed interest. And it's not the boy's family that really go. You have to send a delegate. The delegate will go on your behalf to notify the girl's family. And then the girl's family too will say, okay, we have heard you. We'll talk to our daughter and get back to you with the information. So as they do that, they also come out with their own investigation. How is the boy's family? One, are they lazy? Is he somebody who's an armed robber, a thief? The nature of the family, that is all also investigated. If they are also satisfied with their investigation and feel like, yes, we can go ahead and consummate the marriage, then they will send a delegate to the one who came and informed them that they have paved the way and they can come ahead and then the marriage will be arranged. It takes different forms because of so many ethnic groups. It takes different scenarios. But, when you go on to notify the family, a date is set for you to come and then notify, kind of like for the lesson. You go with some kind of stuff, and it takes different forms. The other form is that you and the girl, you go ahead now and give the lady money. The money is used maybe to buy her bags and clothing and other kind of stuff. That is done. And then the girl sometimes now arrange with the guy's family. It's done in different ways. Then they will set a date. The girl, your family will go to the girl's family in the evening. You have dinner and chat, and after that, they will sit there with the intent of just that they are having a conversation. And then the conversation, it will go late into the night. Some will sleep. Then they will then goodbye the family, okay, we are leaving. The girl will see them off, but wouldn't come back again. So, when the girl leaves, he follows the guys take the lady home. And then officially, it takes different forms. So many forms that it takes. That is one way. So, when they take the lady in that form and go, then they now come and then notify the family officially, like we call it, I don't know how to actually call it in English. There's a local term they have for it. So when they then notify, then they count all that they will bring and then consummate the marriage too. The other form take, like to say, it take different forms, and The end is just like party making, family gets together, exchange other stuff. You know, what really constitutes the marriage is when the family sit together to exchange the marriage. We have drinks. Drinks, no, this modern time, it takes two forms. 1 gallon of alcohol, 2 drams of pito. Pito is a local drink brewed in the north. We also have 1 roll of tobacco, depending on what you can. A little bit of it, just for Muse Amamre, customary. And then we also have Then we also have cola nuts. The cola, you have to bring 100 pieces of cola.
Oh, they will count it?
Yeah, that is counted. 100 pieces of cola nuts. Yes. And after that, you sit, and you don't just take it to the girl's family. No. It's taken to the family head, the head of the clan. You don't just go to the boy's family. No. If it is my sister is Diana, our family clan, they have the leader of the family. They take the stuff there. Sometimes they will go and then they will send information and notify the girl's family that we need you in this place. Sometimes, but they will know. So they themselves will also be there. But they send the information to the clan, and then the clan will then give the information to the girl's family that we have had an information that these people are coming on this day to consummate the marriage, marital rights. So they'll get ready, like to say, so it's actually the lady's family that will prepare the food because they are expecting strangers, visitors. So that is done. When they exchange all these, then the marriage is consummated. Then they'll set a date for the girl to what? Come to the man's family. That date is where an older person escorts the lady to the man's family, and mostly they do it in the evening. Traditionally, when they go in the evening, they go with a white piece of cloth. And that white piece of cloth is given to the guy. The guy will use it to spread it on the bed, and then that will be the first meeting of the two. The following morning, after some days, this girl is sent home. And when he's going, that cloth is folded and given to the lady. When he goes and there's no blood in it, that means that their daughter wasn't what? So it's in that way, it's a way of it's a shame to the family that your girl already she was spoiled even while she was in your house. See, so the idea of virginity is something that was highly regarded in the northern region. You can't even, when you marry, you have to stick to just your husband. You can't play around. No. We have a family tradition. When you do that, somebody will die in the family. It's highly recommended when you go out as a lady and be sleeping with men like that, it can cause a lot of deaths in the family. So that is highly regarded in the northern region. After the marriage is finished, then they will tell you that you have to pay cows. The cows, depending on the family, some will take 2, some will take 3. Depending on, to say, how a papano is able to afford, no. But that is not given right there. The woman you take the woman home, the woman delivers, then they will now say and say, okay, you guys, now we have a baby or something. Then they will then begin to now ask for the stuff. But it's not like okoyanana or mode omuchi debi. Sometimes too, it's also arranged later. It's paid at any time. If the family wants to pay ahead, they can go ahead and pay it. If they're not able to pay, sometimes it's later. And it's just customary. It's not like chinchinasa just would here. And even now, of late, they don't even do the cows anymore. It's just customary. They signify it, and then they represent with some money and just represent and give it to the family.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes different forms, but I think in a nutshell, no, this is just what we do in the north.
Yo, yeah, the panels, yeah, I see. O my church room, na ni nyina be say a Ghana for enhyehyɛ yɛte kurom ha yi. The process of moko no involve two families. Enti yes, sorry, them the Woodbridge Ghanaian 7-day Adventist Church guidelines for a new marriage, say next year. Family life can never force you to say, Brani yanko, at least oko warranty, Brani yanko jewechi. No, yes, I don't know. The only thing na ye say, before say ube ware na weti mi abo parents amaniye, ama parents no so ako other family no say omoba no ehu oba bi wa ha na opese o ware no mo agree no mo share date mo pese mo ware no and son na what the bread say opese o ware up but yeah na ye pay 90 days to the date because ebi ana family no ebi wo Ghana obe frɛ onim number no onfa. I know one person bi ana me ye no my friend and the parent na or her number la utim se wafa pa no akate because onim number no am ka je say ne papa my friend ofa pa me te se background kasa no asa akate no was say wonim no intran sana ono friend say asma si be front you ofro afa ti one ne de to so am friend no fa sana metimi ne na di nkomo endi yana eteke ehwa sana etimaye we mu nyina no se na vidi kan eka bi wa ha no no yenye emfa mpedin wa ha ye nyina ko bia pese o ware wie ne de obegina no ma family life fu ani age na o ko na so akona asimdiem but whereby say ye friend na ebia enkoye no at times we seem say I say yenye adwuma meanwhile no o di 2 weeks brain na 2 weeks cannot do it. I say approval. Yet me confirm from parents now. Sunny the ama church board. Church board come meeting once a month. It is a way the bread na ka 1 month. Me we are me fan come church board. Am I mon confirm yen fa ombra ha no mo megina say asma sisi okowari date say no. That's 2 weeks no enso. It is a customer 90 days. And yet 90 days I had my 90 days I yama bibia koso pepe. And said I'm the kaka say me free sakra no aba krom hanum. Na say my worry was sakra no na me ntimi mfa me yere man ntimi bedru hanum no mahu oba bi na mpese me worry na. Family life of one share no say ko bisa sakra no asori say ku ye boa Frank. O say oba asori wa ha. Na no oyere ye ka say ani a wo de na opese oye wa ha na ye say stop no bibi santi na ya na ye help because be ma bia obaba be hu oba wa America no waja ne yere wo Ghana no opese obeware ne there's no way so obaka cho say no oyere go ka cho say wa ware wo Ghana there's no way say obeti ase ama no and those are the things I na family life e di akire ne ekobisa se ne be ya obi nware mienu. Now, because Woodbridge Sarfo, I support polygamy. Yenye side no. And no na ma ya na ye pese yenya 90 days, 3 months. Na mami kai bibi kakra wa hanuma. Say the Woodbridge Ghanaian SDA Church will only recognize and uphold marriage that biblically standard as set forth in the current 7-day Adventist Church manual and in Ghanaian cultural requirement. You shared 4 traditions in there. Requirements in na say parents no betia say now odi wa call other family na call request say ni bana hu oba wa ha opeso worry. Na exchange na ago no obi atiase wi a de na ma o say oba no wa worry no odia. Eno na ye atiase in our culture any asafo no nhyehyɛ no. Na me kind number 2 no. Or see, it is hereby stated that any church member who has the intent to marry should notify the church pastor or the absence of the church pastor, the head church elder, at least 3 months before the marriage ceremony. This requirement is deemed necessary for such preparation as counseling, promotion, avoiding conflict events, and confirmation of consent from both families as needed. With regard to consent from families and intended marriage without the mutual express consent from families of the aspiring couple is ill-advised. Members aspiring to marry are therefore encouraged to secure family consent from their respective families before proceeding with subsequent marriage plans. And he said, "Ukoware yet America dear, say we ignore our parents. Now koware wo court, and son of a culture and say, me girlfriend, me yirinia. It seems that I say, entity when you're free more frasi idea, you know, it drew baby a one tears here. Beside everything, you the may you do more engagement, they be a quiet frasi ko. I wish say you tiffy no, you baby you bet church romo and no maybe. After that, Manuel sim, but your what question and Moabia or Pesa or Boabiano.
Question one. Question number one. Sir, a Bagia Wariano. Na me bane Alice. Na me se me mpinia. Mo yene day. Na Wariano ye piniso ma Warian to me ba. Because more can one can we no can but the meaning is that Obasia Wariano, if we saw a Jano and no bano. A Janine or Mamino or more walk around. Peninsula. A friend and our in a demo. Family life was so. Yeah, go yawa there. But the enemy say, Sir, Baba worry will be. Nasa made the ambassador, if we say, what worry, what quiet and what was in now quiet, no papa swam pinna and so. No more yet, more yet to Musa. What worry?
With the family life in Pennyford, Wahanam.
Opening water. What's on pen and didn't know on pen?
A big crying person, if you walk around. I say, me and I can afford any title. And some business here, Bushan bin tem. No papa no tem. I am once more than it. And the Omoya knows been Peninsula. But family life, me, my uncle, Coco Puss, I said, they will get the entire one penny. Or can't you see 1 penny? No. So, Mukan was 1 penny. What do you do?
Yeah, mini.
I think
Who said our arena between the two families no? And Tisania, I must say, it be an papa no so ompene. But my men so ho. My many abusian for no ho. So, woman in Asia, and to bet me a negotiation. Depending on the reason why, or genuine reasons are inti, Mempo, how we need reason be. And it's papa so ompene. Media new papa so ompene, a busian for when you are peniso. Mammy a peniso, a be a papa new and more penisua, a busiana sem, and it's a busiana say, ya tiasia, ya penisua, the church doesn't have a problem. Baby, your problem, they say, a busian for him, a be a one side of the family in him, nebia, no answer our becatcher, in a safana quaco. Na say between the families no na ba ko so ompene na wo ma abekasa convince ba ko no ana so omu nyina be condemn say de wo ye ne nye enti e begina mu ama na me gidi say enye asafo no problem no.
Can I add something?
You me that say panels will be over.
In the northern culture no obana papana ana one of the parent rejects the desina you kind of like, you take the issue to the family head, and then the family head will invite the parent and ask them what is the matter. And maybe the father or the mother may have something against the boy's family, or maybe they might have done something against her in the past. Then they can find a way of finding someone, send a delegation to apologize on their behalf. And if it's anything, any gifts or something, they'll add to that and appease themselves, and then ask if they are not allowed the marriage to go on. There are instances where the father will also just refuse because of something. And in that case, if the father continues to insist and even tell the family head no, then the marriage will not come on. Yeah.
I think say in hono because although ebusuane na eji aware no, everything is centered on Obana Papa. Obana Papa has a bigger say than even the head of the family because no neba into for ne family head ne clan head na moka hono, you are just supporting Obana Papa to help the ceremony and as the marriage tradition go on well. But Bibiania is centered on the father of the girl. He makes that ultimate decision. Into if that is the situation, it's either one based on the claims papa no yentia no so no. Then what Obana and other people have to do is that now you guys have to work hard in making sure, say, you bring Papa no to agree to it. But if Papa no is still adamant, no, say still our no on peneswa, or no, obetumi you know if the rest of maybe or mame or famous say, oh, you bet ya or no, obetumi disassociate no from it. And obetumi can be legitimately say, man family ba massa our real way. And so no obe disassociate no who BBM. So if BBC no moka say, oh, oba our warrior semasi, he can confidently say, I never gave my ba to this our rear. So whatever you're saying, I have no idea about it. And obe disassociate no who so from it. Yeah.
Me pacho upeja unsa me dey bebro.
I don't say the same thing one crown, so the same thing. Say Papa on Prince. It's a matter of just what I said to try to convince the but Papa is who familiar. So I said it's very hard. Until who covered that because okay, me dem found you munko. Offering blessings, so that's what it is. And say, I think it's about the same. Papa no, and because you did a jadie, that's what it is. You did jadie, and he said, "Oh, Papa on Pnia, there's nowhere where to go further. You can bypass, but or say on Shirao, that's what it says."
But you will question.
Walk, but you're not sound like what no. Into you are walk question, yeah.
Your time on your phone. Oh, by 3 o'clock. Oh, by 3 o'clock.
Me pacho.
Pacho Monyedin, yes, streaming.
Question number 2. Me pacho. Samiti wasi ya. Now see home and family for our region. Obana busiane, Beman busian. So, into home and family. Sorry for Nkahu. But there was an instance is a family no ajia too. I say, now sorry for the say, Nisuba or Ditia, sorry, Munyentino. Yam Pinawa, so I not say, no more.
Where there, me answer be able to be bound to say, decision was on the local church, but yeah, higher Woodbridge Church. Yeah, there's no way say able to make Jiramu say about go. Bajo, next question. Bajo, ahanyedi. Next question.
Mr. Frank, my question may be sound information on what the Maya no. Not on what the Maya the educate about more culture. And now some of the settle point now, some other points by Maya. So that be a busa question now. If it's me a busa 2 or more, and ask me busa 2.
Oh, the question goes there. You perceive who different tribe acquire a more fast Ghana tribe be but you hear Bunyano a common goal.
And now the approval points I've been making, right? And the question I want to and go to more.
Question no go to Yengina, Bibia, Obia to me answer.
And to me, question maybe we saw my friends' information. They say, I hear no information is free. The more who I say, you can't somebody you know, Moko Busa Busa, and who say, information I'm more passing along and no, legit. The question no.
Where they want me answer.
The medical, no, me try be a minyam information. So, Hantama, would me do can me try be a minyam information. What do my no? Me frey, me busia, busia pen, now try and send the edge warrior. And I miss some frey, me and me mates, Adan College of Education. Now, Ochregan Adan be wo. And I was sending me message, you know. That was what I'm printing, no. Or sending me phone so. And I'm Harriet or printing mommy. Inti a mamre kwaya ga dangbe ye faso e worry. And I'm made buy no. Inti anya say me bo me stream bi. I have the information. Yeah.
Okay, maybe dear no. Maybe dear one minute me mama kasaye. And secondly so inti me mama e kan e me. And secondly so no. Mimi information ni no is what has happened in my family house. My cousins and because one kai who said me mama and if me papa and fiho. Ain't in uncommon Sammy our yen wo Ghana and Kenyan wo and Keben wo Kufredia because I honor me papa fee. But near Akosu or me mammy fee. Presently, so who worry any of my cousins bia Nyamakacha Musiciano. That is exactly what is going to happen.
Yo.
It was so elder.
Pacho, that me Andrew the end American was Pacho. Because I'm a concern, I can be solo questions. But I'm not a who say, and you tiny say be a gun for work warrior information, way information. And to me, a call if I novena information, I don't think that is done. Very good. Very good. Until Andrew Bissa's question, if that's the goal there, then the Bissa question, then we say direct questions, no? Exactly. Send a job watching Bissana, you know. And yes, be a coach, I said, no more moving than Q or Kiana, somebody than Kyoha. So, and the question of Bissa, I think, say, who put in Tia. Yes, said when the Bissa questions, now I direct to that, but that but I am.
Yeah, what I need, Lana say, yeah, what Hanamon, yeah, Ghana for. Ye pese ye hu Ghana kwan e fa so e ware na se wo ason dem ha na wo pese wo ware a wa anye no biara enti ne ma for we ni obi a kire se ne ye no ye hwe mu so no o parent e important be ma no so parent e important moment na mo be hia mo be a kire se wa ware no e kire se wa ware ye hwe asafo no so hye no e kire se se parents no ejitum se waware a eno na asafo no support se waware na se ukoware court nko aba enye no ntum.
Okay.
Se ukoware court na uba na u parent se both parents no nko court obi mpacho Eda.
Okay. Who say amamra ni nyina say they can say two families, you know. Na metaka me bushia sembia me eda pefe. Me only brother our warrior jaye. Eye de all warrior. Na yen ya busuafo yam peneso. No ba na busuafo bi nso empeneso. But on stay Ojaye SDA called brotherhood. Ama brotherhood in penifoni di nechi. Ama again no si Jai Methodist called brotherhood. Ama ombo ware. Aware na nkoyie. Aware no guye no. Osa akọ ware foforo. Eno so akọ ware no. Na ono ane papa ene ni nuanom ne maame mpene so. Oba no so nuapani, oba ne papa wu ni nuapani a Odina ko or no some penny aware so me wa na damfo pa ni me nuano enso no oba no ware anyway aware na anyeye enti tradition no eni ho keke nyankopon ama yabusuafo ni nyansa bi enkyere se parent bi wo bibia maka wa hada se me ko ware me yere papa ya ma ye less ye di bibia ba eda ye ko ne ho ade no ne papa nko ase ompene ne wo fa ne maame obia ne me nkofo nyina excited say na me wo fa na me ne ko ye no one ne wo issue nti you know and we had to go back Ojinia mano and so our na amaso but you go back ya me maame ne maame ne papa na kasa ya na abusuafo ya timi resolve issue no just say yes akono me wo fa na odi manim no a na one no issue no ya mfa na anko yadi ni pa foforo ko no me maame kuma kunu edi yanimi ko it was easy and very and yeah yempe reason no na a best solve problem no that's
you that's
Pacho, my question asemwasi na emi de say mo program where you into say me mo chese betimi anya solution oba ne be ma youth ye wo mo okrom ha ya na o ma ya o ma dwen so mbeware unfortunately oba no papa afrim de odi na de e wo krom ha ya oba no se wo no krom ha na almost they are Americans, they are not Ghanaians. Mutie ni yepa. Enti almost omo mpe Ghana mamre bia. Enti omo epa che mutie ni yepa. Enti no omo bema no ko oba no abusuafo. Kese the no share ni se omo inform de odi oba na papa de se ompese omo ware. And Obano Emma ba hobebo papa no so amane officially. And papa ne kache ni say and ye chiro mama mre kwan. Be ma no mra send ya mo chiri yi panel na chiri mu ya. Almost in kwala say they are Americans. And they don't know anything about that. Until almost the America mamre de be adwuma. So they are going to marry at the court. The question is say bibi say si ewo ya sori mu, what do you do?
Okay, with me family life member. And so the American says both family no aware say omo kware no mo say omo ntena say enye Ghana traditional aware no. Na say oye member o ka say o kware a the only thing that family life will do is say we go back to the families. If they understand say omo jitum mo kware na mo kware to kware a yes we accept it. So far say ntena say enye amamre it doesn't mean say omon warrior. So far as a family and TIC say omon ko warrior it's accepted. Me pacho ada just oba obi jina ha no.
So, the question is, I didn't answer for ba ye kwaria. Answer for no pese or muta or mochi. Ena second so be a transfer for you much. Will be a mewareno. Nessa Yamena drum. That's when you be a wabontia. Asafuna si yenkota na chi mane nkware. Edi entia. The question mean.
Oh, David.
Yeah, guidelines, you know. I say members who intend to enlist the maximum support and cooperation of the church in their marriage will be required to be informed as follows. Upon notification of the member intent to marry, the church pastor shall take appropriate steps to promptly meet the aspiring couple and subsequently notify the Home and Family Life Department of the aspiring couple's intent. Ma, say obi pese uwari na say bese asafo no ukoye oware no bese asafo bebe ho no ma yentimi emananso ema obia senia openo no ya investigation na but pese oye wade kokro bi Now Omboka, and into we here as a funding in our home.
A question will be son and say, a be as for baby person water.
Now, Okunin,
no warren no, 1 year SDNA. Why, or quite sorry for fraud. I didn't think as a for no, Uncle Ginenechi. I answer no, and then I say, SD as of one. One, and she share, and then I say, will be a 1 year, 2 SDS members no. When into me, Uncle Ginaho, and pronounce one and say husband and wife. Maybe Sassana or so for one lances, you know. And my one of kind, essay, will be a warrior SDNA. With me, a word will be on your SDNA.
Ada, Mina.
What I cheer pow, Mipamucho,
Mipacho Mahanyadi.
Pacho.
Hello. NASDA program I had in and say no. NASDA trumps the individual churches. NASDA say Adventist, warren non-Adventist there. You support it completely. Adentina Adventist Sarfo entiminshiraso. Because se bibiba o muntemwa. Now also for fra o mwesiesia. The only Adventists, they don't have to listen. Opa oma obet onimu beshia obet mi akikadi opebia onye ne sofo. But enchire se woko ya ware no a asafo no ntawachi. The church obi a yeni no a oya Adventist a ware na Adventist. Yakobebre ya ware ne boana. And that is the practice the whole world over. Just say nipa kro no invite church na dia. And we can come. Many of us said it, no.
Yo, Adam Nasi. Nacho, Nanajua Casavia, Nanajua Kitua, Casavia,
I wasn't Adventist first. So in that situation, I want to talk about it.
Okay. Entina, almost so for intimate. So be and a convenia. Puntimi, Bobby Naquavinia. So for intimate conquistaraso. And so many problem. Muntimin Quaka. And I'm a boy.
With the question we can suffer her.
No, Muntimin solve. No, because a young man wish I were so.
Ante, to say, what can know? Also, for no, a more ordination a year, also for Diana or Mokoyeno. That is what in relation to the church doctrine, what you are saying to Ontimin Costeraso. But members, dear, we are as far as you inform members in the Yebeko. Oh, and I say.
Yes. But issues bad.
Problem is so bad. Senipana be catch us off on say me here more. That's how can go.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as he comes to
invite the person can go. Dear Mwanka Samata na chi akwaja wade. Na asamba dia. Muntimi nka ama na say the obaka say won pene no. Ade na moye no. Muni asabo no tie meka no. Asam ne ba montina senka se de odifo no uma empata no de ompene no na se wo se ompene a de na moye no ade na moye no na muja o munyina se yebom nsom anyo wo hwe ni ye
sister me pa mo cha o minim say anytime de
pacho hanyedi
Minim say anytime in Tiapamucho mo ye. Awaresem no. E ho asem ne ka den pa. Enti sometimes se wan hwe ye na se e wo outsider. E bi abaka se obi anka ho hwe. Me de example kekete se yen yesofo. Wo wa abotre wa ware ho pa. Se asem ba wo pese wonye ne fast no.
or ho abutre pa wo se awaresem eya abutre enti drumre bia sometimes you are not on the outside it looks as if say yenye ho hwe but I promise you say ana ye ho bibi osofo ne emperifo mo ye ho bibi enti se wo de si abutre ye kan general se bia bibi in particular si ho abutre nyame wo ho be yi
oh, okay, elder.
Where there, Yapamacho? Mepamacho. Woman family for me, but I ain't here, share you. Mepamacho.
Hello.
They do.
I'm a young but I am person more chief in a year into the year. Break a cry away, no, my entire you know to that. So I should say, can you know, say, our DC young canon, meaning, say, come more, you know, and net. So, at the right time, the back of was. But don't get my end, no, my argument cost. Say, by our China, woman, Frank can say, next week, you make a worry. That's why we are here. To my address here, no, you at the right time, no. I want to say, no, yeah, my girl say, yanka, the back of was.
Yo, yeah, no, now, for no more cotton.
Me ba cho masam na
aka nipa mienu pe nipa mienu
momienu we a na
ye masama me kan me say ya anti asie ye enkokọ pastor Ebuat mebo ni din okohira aware so ofifie ai aware na se Kofi no na kuo fufuro te ho twɛn no adan a be ma na wakohira na aware so no one omoba na nyem omoba na ote ho na ote pastor fie ni nyem ana pastor san call sabra ne ye party aye didi ayesa ana oba ho se wagu aware na wahira so kono be mi wa so no abusua no na gina ho je sa aware no eti na meka ne se ate ase abusua na nya joma aware awie but oba ase obegu no because anim obi ana girl no so ka se on any ono so nyem ampa no so nyem who say Ghana no home family no ya mo say mo be ware yes mo koye pregnancy test. Say o mo pregnancy test no ne maame Johnson no de koye so it is why we say when na we deceive no
eti ano no na make say asofo si wagu we no mi wan so abusuafo agaware na wi enti ano no asori fo mutimi gu na sa na me patch
ba ko na anya lucky omumpae Pacho John
okay John yeah what there na area owia na ya bompa
owia aka me me so me wo question
the time aso
any card in the face
me there na yemwa
okay the senior that they are my no say ABI na more centered on the ways are yeah Ghana for different tribes and as a clans Diana make say for example I was an Adventist and I've married an Adventist lady right say bibia say oh say free sorry no yeah pastor ntimi so then we are excluding people we don't know say we are nipa no obetima be join asori no so say no so my case is like that.
Yeah, John. Yeah, the all can let you say. But question be all my me who say just also for never answer.
Oh, and no me back in pastor Nebia.
Also for ba sa question way. One afternoon. Me am the be permanent no answer.
And with the last one na a program say no na me Mr. Africa say only be see who the purpose of this no na e ka say say we here we na no e be independent so pa say be say me asantidi enti Miss Diana and Mr. Indigo can na me I say hey am pa de omo can am pa say yes number so the name Mr. Afreso can say nowadays no ye youth no can we talk also about resolution of conflict in our marriages? Because in a way, no, we all know the ways of marriage in Ghana. Say, oh, Ghana and Kwade we know. Now, I can't like the resolution of conflict because at the end of the day, no, this is a long journey. But yes, so you can we say, ma, ever worry. But are we prepared for the journey? And to say that be a debut. You talk about a resolution of conflicts.
Yo, yeah, that's
media near simple. I am moi and I did my drink a crap. Say pastors in your or more license from the state. na ɔmo de agya wareɛ nti sometimes no ebi wɔ hɔ no mo a ade bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmo yɛ a state ne bɛgye ɔmo license a they won't do it but at the same time yeah na me a little bit tricky me confused so say be a state ne ma o license no state na nkasa agye nipa mienu tum so say ɔmo ware a church no enyi ntum it's just by the way but me mo a me de eba ne say ye ware a ye ma plaques very beautiful but anka mam recommending say ye betumi a ye ma paper certificate bi because most people are wearing and saying most of them are in immigration process are on here documentation from the church just to support about you say yeah but
our no say a court. It's either your marriage license or your marriage certificate. But who are sorry more? A support. So we write on the church's letterhead.
Me can't by default, you know.
Oh, Major, hold on.
But you mean Tremuye kakra se de be ya.
Quite one, it's a more small room one. More than here. Okay, and then Montana Mokona Hona, Pamcho.
Manji, Matidia, what can I say? But me talking about plaque, you know. See a bit me the no to be and answer letter has you know with information, you know. But what did they want? They do what?
Major Elder, Bombay, I mean, can we question about later?
And your question, a recommendation.
What's it? A partial mania, I saw a name on Pie. Woman for them life, that must say, Yamishamo, Yamon Pie, or so soon that was sick. Unyamia. You do the BB any more you couldn't demono, yet I was a real program. We are now done some may I show the end yam. Messro said, a move be around my bay up and was suffer con animu. Never to pong mono, my home quite my. The messer on the set, who made a young query to Shibusugu Maso. The fisher and Marco, with Jesus Christ, demon tea. Amen.